Mingalaba, welcome to Local News Extra. I am Crystal Yap. Myanmar is set to boost its already increasing exports with the National Export Strategy set to be in implementation this year. With the exception of mining, Myanmar has a relatively limited number of large export items, dominated mainly by natural gas. Myanmar's exports have increased by over $2.1 billion last fiscal year. U Aung So is the Deputy Director General of the Trade Promotion Department. With his more than 20 years of experience in the Ministry of Commerce, he has been tasked to lead the export strategy. Mingalaba, thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk to you. Sir, can you briefly explain to me what the National Export Strategy is and what is the status of the strategy at present?
National Export Strategy is initiated to promote export. It is a collaboration with the International Trade Center. So the objective is export development and the competitiveness of Myanmar.
Due to economic sanctions that were imposed before, exports have been concentrated on a few markets, with Thailand being the largest. Can you tell me briefly, how was the situation before the social transition in 2011?
We are surviving ourselves. Mainly we are depending on the neighboring country through the border trade and also trade with the ASEAN and some country from Asia.
The new strategy is expected to help exporters address this issue, along with other concerns and aims to establish sustainable growth of exports and prioritizes 7 key areas. I understand that there are priority sectors that you would like to really focus on in boosting exports. So, and many of them are from the agriculture sector. Can you explain to me why all parties involved came up with such decision?
Mainly we consider to select the priority sector is trade, the capability and socio-economic impact.
That's right.
So which sector has an impact to the majority of the people, especially in the rural area and the agriculture area, then we select. Then if that sector export can promote, then many people will benefit. This factory in Yangon processes seafood and produces about 1.4 million metric tons annually. Let's go inside and talk to the exporter. I spoke with Utun A, Managing Director of Shui Yamon Manufacturing Company. His factory is already a certified exporter of fresh and processed seafood, but says having an established market overseas requires time.
Now we export about 6 containers already to USA. So this is the big demand for Myanmar prawn seafood. So that we are long time we have stopped export to USA. So now we start to go into this USA market. So we just go and introduce to the buyer and marketing. So we must take time for get the market share.
The factory's main market is Japan, which Utune says requires very strict standards. While in the factory, Utune took me to the production lines, where even I was asked to abide by strict policies on hygiene and clothing. This area is where all the prawns are processed and are carefully inspected to make sure that each and every one of them are of international standard. Standards of processing seafood here depend on the exporting country's requirements, but all include hygiene and cleanliness, proper storage, and even workers' welfare.
America, okay, they can buy, but price is lower than China. Yeah, so, okay, American markets, price going up, we are export to America. So, the breaded prawn and other products, okay, the price same. So we can export big volume to the USA market. The special products depend on the price method. The factory has been exporting seafood mainly to neighboring countries since 2003, and it has been growing ever since. But as demand is higher than ever and opportunities are within reach, the factory is now looking at expanding to more markets, including the ones in the far west.
Utun A thinks that the national export strategy will be of help for exporters like him, but says it must tackle a couple of challenges.
National strategy is okay. This is good for our Myanmar people. So we must have the national strategy for the trading. But this is must be the right data collect for right data. So what is actually what is come out issue the data. For example, export. All are the legally for normal trade from border trade. So this must be balanced all for the not only for marketing. Only for marketing, okay, we have the market, but we have no products. How we can get there?
Nothing to sell.
Yeah, nothing to sell. So last time though, okay, we visit, we go to marketing for the Boston Seafood Show in USA. We got a lot of order. So buyers, they give us a demands, but we cannot supply.
What are the challenges that you encounter now in increasing your export?
Seafood, the businesses always have the challenge. So like marketing, so our neighbor like Thailand, like Vietnam, how's they are going well? They improve very fast. So they exported 6 billion over for the seafood exporters. Myanmar, we are only 6 million. What is the difference? So this is we have the, how to say that?
Competition.
Competition, the products, the technical know-how, and then our raw materials. Another challenge, okay, so cost of production. Cost of production in Myanmar is higher than other countries. Only that we're cheap for the labor.
Okay, but all the others are
All others are expensive. So for example, the container, freight charge, we are expensive than Thailand. So for example, Thailand to Japan, about over $1,000 for one container. From Myanmar, it's about 3,000.
The hope is that the upcoming national export strategy will provide answers to these concerns. The Department of Trade Promotion says the implementation of the program will include formation of specific committees for each sector, so that concerns will be explicitly discussed and be submitted to relevant agencies.
They select their operational objective. So after that, based on that objective, they make the action plan.
So it's very specific per
Right,
sector.
yeah. In that action plan, what activity should do, like including legislation. Then if we need the new law, I think to draft the new law.
The national export strategy is set to be in effect in 2014 up until the next 5 years. Thank you very much for watching. I am Crystal Yap. Stay tuned for more of the news today.